What's up, Glads fans? Thanks for joining my channel today. And listen, I have some bad news, but I gotta talk about it. Halloween Kills is coming out around the corner, and the video today is gonna be about why Laurie Strode has to die. She spent way too much time in this series, and we gotta talk about it. So let's hit the intro and get started. So I know what you're thinking. Laurie Strode is a gigantic part of the Halloween franchise, and I love her. I absolutely love Jamie Lee Curtis. I love what she's done with the character. And when she was introduced in 1978, I don't think anybody expected her to become the icon she is today. So having said that, here's the thing. When we started out in 1978, watch this movie. I mean, she was a teenager, and it was pretty intense to have this guy, Michael Myers, coming after her and having no idea why, right? So then we go into part 2, and they give a little backstory that they're related to their brother and sister. Part 3 comes on, and it doesn't talk about them at all. Then part 4, we talk about her daughter, and she had supposedly died in the fire, so now her daughter is being attacked by Michael Myers. Then you go on to 5, same deal, 6, and so on. She comes back. Laurie Strode comes back in Halloween H2O, and at this point, she has changed her name. She has moved to another part of the country, and she is trying to just avoid her brother at all costs. Well, she couldn't avoid it for too much longer, and here he comes. Completely understand all that, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. Every time they brought her in, it made complete sense. Even Resurrection. A lot of people don't like Resurrection. I personally don't have that much a problem with it. There are certain things I don't like, and it is one of my least favorite of the series, but they did a lot of things well, and one of the things they did well was in the beginning killing her off. So fast forward to Halloween 2018. Now the timeline is they got rid of every single sequel, including the second one, and only picked this up from part 1. Okay, so having said that, let's look at it for a second. 1978 to 2018. This is 40 years later, right? Now in this time, she has spent nothing but all of her time prepping her house to make it this death trap for Michael Myers. For 40 years, she was so traumatized at what happened that she projected her experience onto her daughter, and she just guarded herself in this house, waiting for the day that Michael Myers came back. Here's the problem with Laurie Strode. In 2018, her story came full circle. She now has a granddaughter who she wanted to protect her daughter, to show her that hey, that he's out there. Whether she's seen him or not, he's there, and they need to be prepared. Years had gone by. No one ever saw Michael Myers, so her daughter didn't have any reason to believe her. Well, at the end, or by the middle of Halloween 2018, she believed her, and the granddaughter believed her. So here's one of my biggest issues. The entire movie long, she was talking about how Michael's waiting for me. He's looking for me. He waited for me for all this time. He didn't. If you look in the 2018 movie, there was no point at all where Michael Myers seemed like he even cared about Laurie Strode. Even in the scene when he was leaving the house after killing the babysitter, she was there and shot at him. He just kept on going. He did not care whatsoever about Laurie Strode. She was the one obsessed with him, and the only evidence we have to think that he even cared was her saying it over and over again, and the reporters at the beginning stating that early on. The whole movie, I felt, led you this certain way on purpose, because they're setting up for the best slasher movie of all time. But that's a different story. Next to why we don't need Laurie Strode anymore. Now, her daughter, who she's trained up and been prepared, is now fully aware that Michael Myers is a threat, fully aware that what he can do to her, what he's already done to her husband, and what he can potentially do to her daughter. You've got Laurie Strode's granddaughter, also fully aware of who Michael Myers is, And the two of them can carry on a legacy. Now you've got Michael Myers, who, when he looked at her at the end of Halloween 2018, you can see it in his face. And he's angry now. Michael Myers before kills people just to kill people. Now he's actually looking for her. The whole last movie she thought he was, but he wasn't. Now he actually is. Now he's actually gonna be hunting her down. And I really think she needs to die and move the story along to having her daughter and granddaughter go after him. There's not anything more you can do outside of her being this protector, Sarah Connor type role, which we've already seen once before. There's nothing much more she can do, and there's not really a point that or a role that she feels and she fits into this story any longer, because of the fact of the things as I said previously. So what will make Halloween Kills amazing, and it's already going to be amazing, but what will make it even more amazing if at the very beginning of the movie, the very first time he sees her, he kills her. Early on in the movie, gets you out the way. And I know you guys are thinking, she's a mainstay, that's Laurie Strode, you can't just kill her. Well, why not? Why not? Because the whole point of it is a new age, right? Michael Myers transcends generations. Laurie Strode does not. She is not needed to fulfill, to carry on this story, to carry on this legacy. Let her daughter and granddaughter, follow in her footsteps. It's a nice quick video, but Laurie Strode needs to die. Tell me what you guys think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Was I way off? Either way, thanks for joining me. I'll check out what you guys next time. If you have not already, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.